Hello, dear friends. Welcome to live conversation on ALLATRA TV. This broadcast is a part of the Creative Society project that is launched on the platform of ALLATRA International Public Movement. And at the moment, our goal is to inform all people on Earth about the possibility of building a creative society, a society where every person is safe and comfortable. And in order to achieve this, we use modern technologies and the rule of 6 handshakes. The more we talk about this idea, the idea of building such society, the creative society, the faster it will be implemented. So you can learn more about this wonderful project by visiting our website, Allatraunites.com. And I would like to present myself. My name is Alexandra. And my co-host is Carla. Welcome. The floor is yours.
Yes. Hello, everybody. It's a huge pleasure to be with you today as well in your platform. And we have actually a beautiful guest with us. His name is Gabriel. And he is Gabriel Nohra. He's an artist and as well a producer, a musical producer. And he is as well a hypnotherapist. And he's with us to share beautiful things and beautiful insights about how come music can create beautiful societies as well. So welcome, Gabriel. And well, tell us a little bit about you and a little bit about your story, because it's very powerful. And where do you find in the starting point the passion about music, and how this later on expanded into something as a healing tool?
Yeah, thank you so much, Carla. Hi, Alexandra. Hi, everyone. Thank you for this nice introduction. Thank you for having me. I'm honored to be here. So first, I discovered music very intuitively in Lebanon during the Civil War, and I started playing music by myself using headphones. At that time, just to disconnect a little bit from the outside world and from the weapon and the war, actually. So music was very helpful, actually, and it saved my soul, saved my mindset. And later on, I moved to France and I started studying music. And studying music is something very different than loving music, because it's like hard and long. And, in Europe, we study classical music and you have to learn Chopin, Bach, Mozart. So it was a long trip, but also discovering myself through music and healing myself. So that's why later on, when I started producing music, let's create like smart songs, smart music, and using music as a healing tool for people just to enjoy, to have fun, and make sense in the lyrics, and make sense in the music and the harmony, to create something like that you get, because we can feed our soul with music. Yeah.
So yeah, that's beautiful. Not only because I think music is an incredible tool to be able to connect, but as well, I want to ask you how music affects our bodies, our mind, and the powering within in general, right? So what is your opinion about that?
So my personal experience, Carla, about this is like when I back to the time that we could do concerts and playing on stage in Europe and in the Middle East, like playing on stage, I saw people dancing, laughing, clapping, singing with me, and sometimes crying, some of them being like more romantic. And so I saw how music is super effective on our body, our behavior, our mindset. And sometimes when you listen to a song, it will take you back 7 years to Venice, or to, I don't know, like connecting you with Italy or with Spain, or so the song is very effective for people who has Alzheimer, For people who has some like maybe disorder in their mind, it's very helpful. And music remove pain from the body. So the classical music is more related to our brain, and it's more like analytical. So we need to focus on it in a way to understand it. If you go to the Middle East music or the Oriental music, let's say the Asian music, Indian music, it's more connected to the spiritual world and more to the holistic. And this is a music that you can listen without really understanding what they are mentioning in it, you know. So I studied different kind of music, and I went really deep into sounds and frequencies to see like, hey, I'm curious what's going on. I like it, but I really need to understand the science behind that.
Yeah.
So yeah, the more I study, the more I feel like I need to study more. But it's really beautiful. Yeah.
Sometimes you feel like a scientist, not a musician, because music really influences our bodies, minds, the
Exactly.
environment we're living in. So it is very important to understand, to realize when you're creating something, yes, the responsibility you take on yourself. So not to harm, and just as we were speaking about the music, yes, not to kill with a word, but to heal with a word or with a sound.
Oh yeah, definitely. And our generation is kind of like coming from the analog to the digital also. Like we have those technology like 10 years ago. Like we have internet. We started using internet 10 years ago. So yeah, you're right. I mean, I always use the music as a message of peace. And in 2006, like during the war between Israel and like the south of Lebanon, I produced this album, and this album is more about peace. So I wrote 8 songs, and it was like supported by the Ministry of Culture in France, and they really support the project because it was a peaceful project. And we need more of those songs, You're right. You're totally right. Instead of like pushing people to do like to be in fear or being aggressive in different kind of music. I totally understand that some people, they need to express themselves through this, and it's okay. But also producing songs with message and to help people to feel good, to enjoy life, even if it's not easy. Because when you listen to some kind of music, especially the Spanish music, Carla, it's very joyful. It's very joyful.
Really? Yes.
Even if sometimes they are sad and they are like telling you stuff like from the daily. If you listen to blues is very sad, but it's also very healing
and calming.
Exactly, the blues, like, because like those African people leaving Africa, going to US to build US as slavery at that time, they used the music to heal themselves, to be happy, even if the situation wasn't so happy. So music is very healing, especially right now. And yeah, thank you for having me, for talking about it, because it means we are stepping into awareness and showing people that this is a big field, and not only music, art in general, like paintings, colors, all those ancient technology. We need to use them now for more insights, and like boosting the vibration and guiding people to really feel good, because we are kind of antenna, and if each one has this fear and like copying this fear from one to another, everybody will be in this cloud of negativity,
So or positivity.
Yeah, exactly. So music is an element, not the only one, but is one of those elements that we can use just to, remove and dissolve those clouds, black cloud and like putting white cloud, blue sky.
And so on.
Yeah, really, thank you. And I would like, then, if we're talking about the music, so I would like to ask our technical support to show our little surprise for our viewers and to play one of your songs.
Thank you.
À chaque fois que j'ai besoin de parler à quelqu'un, je préfère la regarder de loin. Solitaire, solitaire, un pied dans l'eau, un pied dans le sable chaud, la tête dans les nuages blancs, à écouter le vent. On s'est perdu à se chercher pour se retrouver au soleil couchant et tout comme avant. Je veux voir la mer à chaque fois que j'ai besoin de parler à quelqu'un. Je préfère la regarder de loin. Solitaire, solitaire. Du passé lointain, j'ai toujours emporté face à l'immensité le souvenir de ton parfum. En haut des collines, le soleil illumine les images de ma mémoire au son des guitares. Je veux voir la mer à chaque fois que j'ai besoin de parler à quelqu'un. Je préfère la regarder de loin. Solitaire, solitaire. Quand tu respires comme les vagues qui tanguent, le goût du sel sur ta langue, tes sens s'éveillent comme une merveille. À l'horizon tu vois des petits bateaux, ta douceur sur ma peau, mon île au trésor, ton corps que j'adore et nos jardins secrets. Je veux voir la mer à chaque fois que j'ai besoin de parler à quelqu'un. Je préfère la regarder de loin. Solitaire, solitaire. La regarder de loin.
No?
Super beautiful. I think that the music, of course, elevate souls and connect and so on. And just by listening, right, we can absolutely change the mood, change the momentum, and creates so many other things and connections. So it's beautiful. Also, our tech, there are so many surprises today. You're going to be amazed. So our tech people prepare some collage right now that is going to show. And if you don't mind, can you share a little bit about what those images are and why were so important for you?
Look at you! You prepared stuff here. So yeah, I talked about music literally the whole my life, and I'll keep doing it. So on the first picture on the left, I'm on Radio Monte Carlo, and it's Dualia, they call it. So it's a radio so it's an Arabic radio in Paris. So they produce all their programs from Paris to the Middle East, which is amazing. I mean, Middle East and the world, like people who speak Arabic. So I speak Arabic because I'm Lebanese and French, and we can see. So on Christmas, I was like invited. So the picture on the right on a Lebanese television. So I also talked about a couple of insights, also about music. On the other one is a radio. It's Voix du Liban or Sot Lebanon. And yeah, this radio is like it's a very, how we can say, like it's like since 1970 something. So yeah, it's and they kept. So like they survived to the Civil War, and they keep broadcasting songs, new songs, programs, amazing. And the picture on the left is like interview for some like internet programs. So we are like here like 7 years ago. So they started producing programs for and also sharing some insights, music, and like the music healing. The other one is in France, and it was like a humor and music. So those guys are stand-up comedians, and I was the only guy like playing with the band, playing music and entertaining the audience. And I also spread some jokes. I mean, not as funny as those guys, but I tried. Mm-hmm. And the last picture is an amazing picture. It's in Bali. I traveled to Indonesia. As you saw, to bring some instruments like this hug drum. I brought it from there, and traveling from Europe to Bali. So I traveled from Paris to those islands like Gili Island, and it's so funny because when you arrive there, people are so lazy and cool and laid back and no stress, and you jump from the plane, you are like from Paris, you traveled, I don't know, maybe 20 hours, and you are like, I want to eat, I want to drink, and those people are like, yeah. So it took me like a couple of days to be Bob Marley, and then and then I went really into the mood of the island. That's beautiful. So other pictures, right? You want me to comment them? Okay.
Well, yes, in general.
Yeah. So yeah, nice. I like this guy.
So, we'll send it to you.
Yeah, like the first, those are from concerts from Beverly Hills also, because I moved to LA, like some film festivals, some concerts. Also, you can see like the music healing with all my Tibetan bowl and sharing some sounds. And I would share some sounds with you also today, because, we can talk about something, but as people, they didn't experience it. They couldn't feel what is it exactly, because music will help us to be more tolerant with each other and just, removing this tension on planet Earth. People are too much tensed, too much into like, reacting and not acting. And what you are doing, guys, ladies, is beautiful, because you are acting and sharing and offering and being so generous with people, so people can receive something different than the traditional media like radio or TV, and having another option, having something different and something more into love of self, more happiness, more trust, and more hope and more gratitude instead of resistance, you know. Yeah. Sometimes by letting go of something bad is good also, instead of like resisting to something bad, right? Just let it go. Yeah. So thank you. Yeah, thank you for this editing, for this photo editing. That's beautiful.
Thank you for your good words, and we think that, you know, really it is very important to bring only, you know, as much good into our everyday life as we can, because who, if not us, yeah, we will create our everyday and, you know, the present moment we're living in.
Exactly.
We should create our moments every day.
Sure.
Yeah. And Gabriel, I would like to say a few words about, again, the project, the Creative Society, because today we're speaking about positive way of life. We're speaking about positive changes. We're speaking about the music as the healing instrument. We're speaking about, you know, the positive inner state that really, this is not simply words, but this is something that creates our everyday life, and our life consists of these days. So it's very important. And why and how is it connected to the project Creative Society? I would try to make it brief. But anyway, I'm so excited about this project because I'm taking part in it from the very beginning. And, you know, this project is really, it is spreading with such incredible speed all over the planet. More than 180 countries already take part in it. Yeah, and there were several conferences, worldwide conferences. The last one was translated into 45 languages, just imagine. And that all was done simply by volunteers, simple people just like we are. That is why, you know, why I'm telling this, you know, the shiver comes down my spine, but it's so cool. It's so nice that people all over the world unite. And why are they uniting? They're uniting to create something new, create new society in a peaceful way, because we ask in numerous interviews we're taking all over the world, just like we're talking right now with you, yeah? We're asking almost the same questions to people, how they envision this new format of society, in what society, in what world they would like to live, and how such society can be arranged where people want to live and live happily, and where their children and grandchildren could live happily. You know, what kind of society is it? And people give many answers, and all these answers are almost the same. And it's not, you know, it's not something unexpected, because we're all united. We all want to live in peace, in harmony, and in good conditions, in good economical conditions also. And I would like to present you 8 foundations. And, you know, after taking so numerous interviews, we realized that people do have a vision of the Creative Society, and everyone knows how they want to live. And as based on these answers of all those people from all over the world, the 8 foundations of the Creative Society have been formed, which are now presented on the website ALLATRAunites.com, and you can just visit this site and, you know, also get acquainted with them. And the first foundation is the human life. This is, you know, that is the most important one as for me. It speaks about that human life is the most precious thing in society. In other words, if to rephrase this, human life is the most precious, I don't know even what to say. This is the most precious thing, the most precious
creation. Yeah, creation.
Yeah, and Yes, thank you. And we should take care of the lives of other people, just like we take care about ourselves. Yes, and treat them just in the way we would like to be treated. I would like to, to ask you, what do you think in this regard? What do you think about the value of human life? How do you understand it? What is your understanding of this point?
Wow, this is a interesting question. And so, from my point of view, as somebody who grew up in Lebanon, in the Middle East, during all these conflicts, and the conflicts are still going on. Actually, the situation is very bad in Lebanon right now, economically, and the people, they need definitely big help from the outside, but also, we as a human being, we have the responsibility of stop giving our power to people who are treating us like this.
Yes.
So it's also our responsibility, because people, they manifest all over the world. They say, they are this, yeah, but they are like your neighbors, and they are your politicians, and they are from your religion maybe, or from your community. So it's very important to start this shift right now. We cannot wait anymore.
Sure.
The shift is already started. The movement is already started. I can talk from my point of view as a musician, as an artist also, because the music industry is completely shut, And when I was in Lebanon, we were calibrating with the situation in the Middle East to produce music or not, to produce an event or not, or to cancel the event or not. So as a human being, we are supposed to be happy in this planet Earth. We are supposed to be free in this planet Earth, and we are supposed to be creative, and we are here to create and to help Gaia, or the planet Earth, to protect this planet, and not like to produce industry. And it's not about money and banking and all this, procedure by making people more slave. So we have to connect right now to the infinite love, to the infinite peace, to the infinite harmony, to the infinite life, the infinite healing. Because people get sick not because of they are getting sick. They are getting sick because they are living in fear, because they are living in distortion information, in confusion. And how can you build a future if people are confused and we have this distortion about things? So the awareness is stronger than this. So it's going beyond this. So if we accept or not, I mean, the wave is here, So some people will try to keep the population under that fear, and other people will refuse that. I am for freedom. I am for creativity. I am for love. I am for people who, breathe this love, and love is healing. And what is mentioning today, and thank you again for your movement, and thank you for what you are doing, and thank you, Carla, for inviting me here. I really appreciate that. And gratitude.
Yes.
Gratitude is very important, because if we start being in this gratitude by having water, having bread, having a brother or a sister, or having a family, or having, so we can start from there building this trust, because people are losing trust. So we have to build this trust, and trusting is a good foundation, to build a new world. In a way, it's not a new world, but it's like a new way of thinking, and especially like removing what it's not working anymore, and what is keeping people in slavery. So freedom is here, and freedom is now.
Yep, it's true. And I think very important insights, as you said, as well, to really reconnect through information that is truth, based in truth data, right? And we are living in a moment where the technology is part of our lives and we are connected right now, we can inspire people to shape their own lives and their own momentums by creating a better world and a better society. So I wanted to ask you as well, how do you see the technology will bring us the awareness to connect from a different perspective, and as well how music can do it in a way that is connecting the countries worldwide, and can really bring another kind of awareness about the type of living and type of humankind relationship that we're building.
Yeah. So technology is amazing, it's very good, but it's like everything. A knife is amazing, but a knife can kill also. With a knife you can cut an apple, and eat an apple, but you can also kill people. So technology can kill our civilization and can kill also a lot of authenticity, because people, they are just hiding behind a picture. They put a picture and say, oh, this is me. And behind the picture, they are somebody else. So it could be a little bit shady, but definitely technology, if we use it in a awareness and being like mindfulness by treating with technology definitely, it's a good antenna, it's a good hub, it's a beautiful connection between people, and it's a proof because we are using it right now, actually. But technology to replace a human being and to put people like into slavery mode again, that we are completely managed by the computer and completely, or our life, I don't like that. I don't want to be controlled by a computer, by a camera.
I think nobody will like it.
Yeah, but this is happening right now, and thank you, Carla, for your question, because like people need to be aware that there's like 3 cameras on this phone, for example. There's 3 cameras. So, and there's microphones everywhere. And wherever you go, you take the bus, you take the plane, wherever you go, there's cameras. So I don't know if it's security or it's over controlling population, or I don't want to go into that, but technology is very nice, but it's also, we have to use it in a awareness way. For the music, I've been there during the analog part of the music, where we were recording music with like big machines, big recording studios, and having, and producing tapes. I produced tapes, can you imagine? So I was the first one like producing CD. I was so happy, and a publisher told me like, hey, we need to produce tapes because people in their car, they have to put the tape in their radio. I was like, oh, okay. And,
I have it in my car till now. You won't believe.
So technology was a little bit offended music and the music industry, because back to the time we could like produce albums and selling albums after the concerts, and I produced a lot of albums. I produced like 15 artists, so, and signed with big labels like Universal, Sony, etc. And now music is on platforms like Spotify or YouTube, and they are like for free. So music costs money. It's not for free for producers.
Yeah,
it's
sure.
like a winery. You have to plant and to water, and then you can do the procedure and
Get the result.
Produce wine and to put it in a bottle, etc. So with the music, it's the same. So we have to pay musicians, we have to pay recording studios. There's time. So yeah, technology, I feel like it's not really helpful for this particular field. I mean, it's not really fair, but I think that one day people will go back to live music, and here where we can like really appreciate like live music, live artists, and like real people clapping, not a screen. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Gabriel. From the very beginning, you started to speak about, this choice that a person can make. So having a knife You can cut an apple for yourself or for your friends, or you can kill, yeah, or do some harm to other people. So everything depends on the choice we are making. So you've touched upon a very important topic about the choice we're making every moment, every day, and the choice, this double nature of people, yeah, and of the events that are just we're having around us. So everything depends on what we are choosing. Again, this can be applied to the technologies, because it is very important. The point is not in the technology itself, but the point is who stands behind it. What people who are working with these technologies or the instruments, or it may be even medicine or whatever. It can be any sphere of our life, economics, music, traveling, whatever, yeah? But everything depends on our choice. So it's very important to control ourselves, first of all.
So, Alexandra, we have to rediscover ourselves.
Yeah.
To rediscover ourselves. Because we are a human being. We are very flexible.
Yeah.
We can be influenced, and we can influence. Okay. So what we didn't mention at the beginning, I studied hypnosis. And hypnosis is not really mind control, but it could be. And when we are living in a world of confusion, and you are talking about choices, it's very hard to take decisions right now. We have to share this, because when everything is uncertain, people were trusting, for example, some people, and they are not trusting them anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So if we want to get back together, we need trust.
Yes, and to trust, we need to get some more information. And this is what about the Creative Society project is, because many people just stay in homes, yes, and they are having no possibility to get more information about what is going on in the world, yes. And that is why we are realizing this project, and just to share with you how to convey this information, how to convey the information about this idea, which many people in many countries support today. So, I'm speaking about the transition from the society of consumption, negativity, which we live right now in, yes, to the creative society. And we realized that, there is theory of these 6 handshakes based on which every person in the world knows another person. We are 6 handshakes or even less. And why not to try? So we started this online broadcasts in different countries across the world, and we constantly invite guests, just like we invited you, today. And so we also would like to ask you to continue this chain and to name the person who you would like to ask the same questions, or maybe you would like to be co-host and even to make, to host this live conversation. And
sure.
Maybe you have such a person you would like to recommend.
Sure, with pleasure, definitely. But I will think about it. I have to mention right now a person, or later on?
Later, it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, you may have, yes.
So you mentioned something very interesting, like to create a new paradigm for healing people, and we mentioned that people they don't have the right information. I would say, like, not doing anything, this is the bad thing that we can do. Like, all we have to do is to keep doing things and to keep acting and not reacting.
Yes, to be active.
You can, like, if it's cloudy, it's very bad to stop. You can have an accident on the highway. If it's cloudy, you put you slow down maybe a little bit, but you keep driving. You cannot stop on a highway. So right now we are on a highway and we cannot stop. it's all about energy, and Carla can tell us more about this because she's super good in this field. But what we create and what we think we create, and everything is energy. So if you feel like annoyed by the TV, turn it off. I stopped watching TV, believe it or not, and it's for the record. I stopped watching TV 15 years ago. 15 years ago, I gave my Samsung to my neighbors. They were super happy. Wow, Samsung. and after that, I focused on my music production because I couldn't focus with the TV. And I grew up in a family where my father liked watching TV, my mother watching TV, so everybody was watching TV. And I was like, I'm the rebel in this family. I'm gonna throw out my TV. So if the radio is too much negative for people, stop listening to radio.
Yeah, it's true. Absolutely agree with you.
Yeah, if burger is not good for me, I stop eating burger. Even if my friends are laughing, I will go for, I don't know, I will eat something different. So awareness is not only with music, awareness is also with food. Awareness is also with connecting with people, toxic people or not toxic people, peaceful people. And as you mentioned, we have to manage also our life and mastering what's in our life and creating a new paradigm for ourselves. So it's between me and me, actually. It's not me and somebody else. So, and this is taking us to something different, is to how to create our life, in a different way, without counting on any structure or because some of those structures, we lost the trust with those structures. So we have to build up, and people now are going back to the real things. Yeah. They are gardening. People are connecting with each other, they are super happy, and usually they were avoiding each other, and now when they connect, they are super happy to connect. And it's also to rebuild trust with each others, and building and watering this trust, because we can only succeed if we are all together with unity. We cannot succeed if we say this is my community and you have your community. Community is duality, and duality is very bad. This is old paradigm. We have to go beyond that. It's union, and we are all together, but not all together like they took our money and they took our power and they took this and they took this. And no, this is not union.
Taking responsibility, yes.
Union is when we are free.
And to choose another type of relations and how to build, right, to have the power in that. So thank you very much, Gabriel, for your insights. They're super important. I think that many people worldwide, there is more than 190 countries worldwide are watching and could watch your words. So before we are leaving, the last question that I wanted to ask you is what you wish, actually, what is the thing that you put out there through your music and through your voice, and you wish to the audience and the people that are watching us right now?
So I'm going to share this sound with you. I want to share this sound, and before I want to answer your question for sure. This sound will have an answer, and this answer is peace. All we have to do is to create peace deep inside our mind, our body, and feel safe and secure. And stop giving our brain to propaganda, or stop giving our brain to informations. I respect, all the informations. I respect all the people who are creating. They probably creating for a reason, but my reason is peace. My reason is freedom. So we can connect to this peace and freedom, to this love. And instead of keeping, being afraid of each other, I don't want to, trusting. And when we are in this peace, we are very powerful. So I will stop talking and I will play sound. So when we listen to this sound, for example, it's impossible to think about something different than this sound. because our focus on in this harmony. And those are Tibetan bowl. Those are sounds from ancient medicine and ancient civilization. And this is the connection with other dimensions. We can mention it like spirituality, and we can mention it that we are not only a human being eating pizza on planet Earth, but we are also multi-dimensional human beings. So when we are locked and glued in this lower vibration of fear, we need something, you know, when you have to clean your kitchen, you need like products to clean. So the music is one of those products that can clean up and rise up our vibration, rise up. And a lot of artists talked about that. Like Bob Marley talked about the music in a different way. A lot of artists, when they play music, they boost the vibration, you know. And this is our role as artists. And it's a call. So you told me who I can, you know, it's a call for all artists now to sing and now to share. You know, they are all like hiding left and right. I mean, it's time now to stand up, to take your instruments and play music, you know? Yeah.
And spread good vibrations.
Exactly.
Exactly. Thank you very much. And thank you for being with us today.
You're welcome.
Our viewers, if you would like to, if you, Gabriel, and our viewers would like to know more about the Creative Society project, so feel free, please, to visit ALLATRAunites.com site. And there will be a join button when you can choose your language and choose your country and share your own vision of the Creative Society. So this is the real chance for you to, you know, to show what you want and to give your own voice, and to be heard. And if you want to be our guest or a part of our team, so please feel free to send us an email, and you'll see it on your screen. Thank you again, Gabriel, for being.
Thank you very much, Gabriel, for being here.
For your music, for your positivity and warm conversation. And
thank you so much. Thank you, Alexandra. Thank you, Carla. Also,
great pleasure to have you today with us.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Ciao, ciao.
We are more than 99%. We are people. All the earth we stand for. Our prophets' words and truth. We are more than 99%. All united in one God, in one love. Our prophets' dreams come true. We are the 99%. We are wrapped in being fooled, but those who are only 1%, who stole our rights and freedom too, they took our benefits away and left us with your simple rights. Our right to die for their gain, and right to listen to their lies. 1% of them, 99 of us, stop today. What's going on? We are sighted and awake. Now we know what is the truth, and we know what's fake.
We are more than 99%.
Нас больше 99%.